Hey guys, hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to my channel again. Today I'm going to be doing my lipstick collection. I really wanted to do it for a while now, so I just decided, well, why not? So I'm going to start with nudes and then go to pinks and reds and then more berry colours. I've got quite a few. I will do hand swatches and I will do lip swatches for each one. I do apologise if the application isn't very neat. I am not a professional in any way, but I wanted to give you my opinions on the lipsticks that I have and whether or not I think they're like really good or not so good. But anyway, let's get straight into it. So the first lipstick in my collection is by Yves Saint Laurent, YSL if you, well, for short. This is in the colour number 6 actually. It doesn't actually have a colour name, but it has a shade. It's number 6. It's the Rouge per Courture. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Lipstick. It comes in this gold metal packaging. It's got a black, it's got the black font at the front and then a black ring around the bottom of the lipstick case. So this is the colour. It's a really pretty nude. It's almost my lips but better. It's slightly lighter than my natural lips, but it's a very pretty neutral shade. So this is what it looks like on the lips. As I said, it's very similar to, as I said, it's very natural. It's very similar to my lip colour. So my next lipstick is by number 7. You can't really see it very well. There we go. It's by number 7. It is the Moisture Drench lipstick. I have 2 of these. This is the first one. This is in number 60 Chic or Chic, however you like to say it. It's very similar to the YSL one. I wouldn't say it's a complete dupe for it. It's slightly darker than the YSL, but in terms of shading it is very similar. Again, it's very pretty, it's quite natural. It's almost, I think it's almost like your lips, but it's literally like a shade darker. Whereas the YSL one's more of like maybe 1 or 2 shades lighter than your natural lip colour. But it comes in this is plain black packaging. It's got the number 7 at the top in gold. So again, it's very creamy, very pigmented. These are very moisturising. So is actually the YSL one. As I said, it's very similar. This is the lighter shade of the 2 number 7s that I have, but I believe that number 7 do lighter shades in this, so they may have a dupe for the Yves Saint Laurent one. I believe these are £10. They are quite expensive, but number 7 are still classed as a drugstore brand. So the next one I have is by a brand called Gosh. I believe this brand is a drugstore, but I believe it's only exclusive to Superdrug. I am not sure on that, don't hold me to it. I'm pretty sure Boots don't do Gosh, but I know Superdrug do because this is where I got this from. First saw this in the tube. I thought it was really pretty, but the only thing about it is it's almost too light for my lips. It is the Gosh Velvet Touch lipstick in 134 Darling. But as I said, this is what it looks like. It's coming off actually slightly more nude on camera than it is like in person. But I do like this shade, but I don't wear it very often. I mean, I'm very light skinned anyway, but this almost is too pale. So again, very similar to the other two. This is very creamy and pigmented. I literally did like about 1.5 swatches on the lips, and it is very creamy, but it's almost too creamy. It feels like it's almost gonna slide off your lips. My next lipstick is by L'Oreal Paris. It is the Collection Star by JLo lipstick. It is in the colour Barely Greige. The little colour swatch that they show you. But I will say it's a lot lighter than that. Looks very gold. It is very gold, but it's almost more like a actual tint, if you like. It has got flecks of glitter in, as you can see. Obviously that might not appeal to everyone. When I first bought it, I thought it was going to be a lot like the actual shade that shows on this, because I thought this would be a very pretty colour. But when I bought it and I tried it, I didn't overly like it. I mean, it's nice if it's more of like a sparkle or something on the lips, but it's not something that I'd normally go for. So this is what it looks like. Again, as I said, it almost looks like I've just got a lip balm on. The only thing I don't like about it, I mean, it's nice, but it's almost too iridescent, because as you can see, it does catch the light very easily, and I don't like lipsticks that do that, if that makes sense. I bought it thinking, as I said, it was kind of going to be a lot more opaque and creamier. It's very creamy, but as I said, the pigmentation isn't great, and they show it off as being a lot more nudier and darker than what it is on the lips. My next lipstick is by Kate Moss. This is the Lasting Finish by Kate lipstick. This is the matte collection. I believe the normal are the black packaging, whereas this is the red with the black Rimmel engraved band around the middle. This is in the colour 101. This I used to wear this all the time. As you can tell, there's not much product left, but this is a gorgeous colour. It's not a neutral nude. It's quite bright, but I think it's quite nice for spring or summer. These are really creamy. Like, even though these are matte, they're very moisturising and very creamy, and the pigmentation is insane on these. In terms of prices, I believe this was about £6 or £7. You can get these from Superdrug, Boots, you can get them from most places, but if I can, I will try and find links to all these, and I'll leave them down in the description. this is what it looks like. As I said, it's very matte, it's very opaque, there's a lot of pigmentation, which is always a good thing with lipsticks. The next lipstick I have is another number 7. This is the other number 7 that I have. It is the Moisture Drench lipstick. So it has the exact same packaging as the other one. It's got a black outer, and then it's got the number 7 in gold at the top. This is in the colour Sugar Plum, number 75. This is slightly darker. This is going more onto like a darker, almost pinkier nude, if that makes sense. It looks quite dark on camera, I suppose it is. It's good, I'd say probably like 3 shades, well probably 2, 3, 4 shades darker than your natural lip. It's still like a very wearable colour. Sorry about it's not a great application, it's quite messy, but all of these, as I said, like the Moisture Drench, they are very hydrating and they do go on the lips very well. They're very pigmented. My next lip product, I do have a couple. I do have a lip gloss and I have a lip pencil lipstick as well, but this is the Tanya Burr lip gloss in Aurora, I think that's how you say it. This is gorgeous. This is a beautiful, very elegant pinky nude colour. It's got Tanya Burr at the bottom with a little heart, and then it's got a black lid which you unscrew, and it's got a dope foot applicator as well, which is always nice. But this is what it looks like. As I said, it's this gorgeous pinky shade. With lip glosses, I do find they can be quite sticky on the lips, that's why I tend to not go for them. But this one is completely different. Like, I could wear this almost every day. So this is what it looks like. As I said, it's very much like your natural lip colour, which is quite nice. It has got a slight sparkle when you look at it in the tube, but on the lips it's like how a lip gloss would be. It's going to be glossy, it's going to be shiny, but it's almost got like flecks of glitter and sparkles in it, but it's really, as I said, it's a really pretty shade. So my next lipstick is my all-time favourite. This is my favourite lipstick I own. This is my second high-end lipstick lip product, and it is by Estée Lauder. It looks like this. It's in a blue magnetic clasp. It's got gold at the top, gold at the bottom, and it's got a gold lipstick tube as well, and it's got Estée Lauder. I don't think you can see Estée Lauder down the side here. But this is the Estée Lauder Pure Colour Envy lipstick in 420 Rebellious Rose. This is my favourite lipstick I own. It's such a pretty colour, such an unusual colour. It's something that I never have really seen, and I mean, I'd heard a lot of good reviews about Estée Lauder generally as a brand, and I wanted to give it a go, and I have to say, like, this was £26 as well as the YSL one, but if I had to pick, I think I would pick this one out of the two, just because I don't know what it is about it. The application is so easy, the pigmentation is phenomenal, and it is so hydrating on the lips, and it will last a good 4, 5, 6 hours on the lips. Like, look at it. It's so pretty. It's... But as you can see, the actual application itself, it glides on so easily, and it's so pigmented. Like, this is good maybe 2 strokes over the lips, and it's completely covered in. As I said, please don't judge me. As I said, I'm not a professional, and my lips are getting very sore from doing all this lip swatching, but as I said, it's a very pretty colour, it's very hydrating on the lips. It's probably one of my most hydrating lipsticks I have. It's my third and final high-end lipstick. This is by Too Faced. This is the Melted Liquefied Longwear Lipsticks. This is melted lipstick, and it is in the colour Melted Ruby. Kind of semi-matte, if that makes sense, but it does stain the lips. That's the only thing. I mean, obviously if you're after a stain as well, yeah, that's fair enough, but I mean, if you were to wear this like 4 or 5 hours, you'd end up staining your lips. But as I said, it's a very pretty colour. So it comes in this tube, and then it's got the Too Faced logo at the top. It's got a gold band around the top, around the bottom, and it's got the gold lid as well. So it is on a sponge applicator like so. So you squeeze the product out of the top of the sponge and you apply it straight onto the lips. These are fairly hydrating. I mean, with melted lipsticks, I don't really know much about them. I saw it and I was really intrigued and I invested in it. I believe this was I think this was about £19. Again, I got this from Debenhams, I think it was. So this is what the melted lipstick looks like. It comes off on camera quite pinky. I mean, it's got a slight pink undertone to it, but the actual tube itself, the tube is more red than the actual lipstick, so I think that's the only thing that's slightly disappointed about it, is the fact obviously it's kind of bad advertising, if you like. My last 4 lipsticks are more berry shades. They're quite dark brown, like dark berry shades. These are more what I would wear in the autumn, but I'm obsessed with berry shades. I think they're so pretty. These are all fairly similar. There's maybe a couple of shades difference between some of them. But again, another Kate Moss lipstick. Again, this is the matte collection. It is from the other it's from the same collection as the other lipstick, which is the Lasting Finish by Kate lipstick. This is in 107. I believe this is either the second darkest or the darkest shade that they do in the range. At the moment I have kind of gone through a phase where I haven't really worn dark lipsticks, just because obviously we're now getting into like spring and summer. I kind of move on to like nude colours, and then when we come back to autumn I'll be wearing these kind of shades again. So this is the lip swatch for the 107. My application is appalling. Please excuse my lips are so dry from doing all these swatches. But as you can see, it's a very pretty winey berry colour. It is exactly the colour that shows on the bottom of the tube, which is always a bonus. This is the Rimmel, the only one lipstick in 810, one of a kind. This compared to the 107, you can see in the tube it is slightly darker, and I believe it is ever so slightly darker than the Rimmel one. I think these are almost dupes though, they're very similar to each other. This isn't a matte though, this is more of like a glossy lipstick, but this is gorgeous. I mean, as I said, these are very similar. I will leave swatches in, you will see them, you can see which one's which, and they are very similar. But as I said, one is matte, one isn't. So this is one of a kind. This is definitely more of a red undertone, whereas the previous one was more of a like a purpley berry undertone. This is, it looks a lot dark. It does look darker in like the end of the tube, but actually it's quite surprisingly wearable, this colour. Like, you could go out and wear this most of the year. So my last two lipsticks. The next one is by W7. Now W7 is a drugstore brand. I believe you can't get them in Boots or Superdrug. You probably have to go on the W7 website, or I mean you can get them at some of these shopping outlets and things that do like cheaper brands, because this is a very low cheap drugstore brand. I really do like this lipstick. As you can see, the colour is shown at the bottom. It's coming off very red on camera, but it's very purpley. But this is what the colour looks like. It's absolutely beautiful. This is almost like a vampy purple colour. It's got a slight red undertone to it, but the only issue I have with it is it's very pigmented, but it will come off almost instantly. So this is what the colour looks like. Again, excuse the application, my lips are very dry. This is, as I said, it's such a pretty, flattering colour. It is coming off slightly more red on camera, but it is a very deep, like purpley vampy colour. The only disappointment is with it is it comes off pretty quickly. It's not great, like it can go everywhere quite quickly. So my last lip product, lipstick if you like, this is a pencil. They call it a lip pencil. I mean, you could use it as a lip liner, but I use more of a lipstick because it does dry fairly matte. But this is the Maybeline New York Colour Drama Intense Velvet Lip Pencil in the colour Berry Much. So it is my darkest shade I own, I believe, out of my berry colours. This is a lot darker than the other ones. You could use this, as I said, to outline the lips and then go in almost like an ombre effect. But the pigmentation is awesome. It glides on really easily, whereas a lot of other pencils, they can be quite harsh on the lips, but this glides on really easily. The application is really good. So this is what it looks like. As I said, this is the darkest colour I own. It's not one that I would wear all year round, just because obviously it's quite dark. So that is the end of my lipstick collection. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm sorry if it's like been quite long, but I wanted to show you through my lipsticks. Please comment down below which is your favourite lipstick you own, and if you've got any like recommendations for me to try, because I'm more than happy to. Please leave it a like if you enjoyed the video. Please subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.